Fizban's Treasury of Dragons just dropped, and with it comes a new Ranger class, and also this thing. Jesus, that's terrifying. If you ever wanted a dragon best pal that you can ride into battle, this video is for you. We'll go through the whole progression, all the class features so you can play it, and finish off with some cool combos to make the build even more awesome. Let's go. Level 3 abilities. So as a ranger, you can take this build at level 3, and you get 2 abilities, Draconic Gift and Drake Companion. Draconic Gift gives you the spell Thaumaturgy, which is, fine, and an extra language, which again comes in pretty handy. If you don't already speak Draconic, this is where you pick up that language. Drake Companion, though, is the real game changer. As an action, you summon a dragon that's friendly to you and obeys your commands. You can also flavor it to look pretty much however you'd like, meaning if you want a chicken drake called I Don't Give a Cluck, there's not a thing your DM can do to stop you. It has an AC of 14 plus your proficiency, hit points of 5 plus 5 times your ranger level, and immunity to a damage type of your choice from poison, acid, fire, lightning, or cold. It also has a bite attack and can buff a single attack from one ally as a reaction. In combat, it shares your initiative and takes its turn immediately after yours, which doesn't sound like much, but is actually sneaky awesome. This means that when you summon it, no matter what happens, it will get off at least one action. And action economy is how you win. You can use your bonus action to command the Drake to take any action on its turn, and if you don't give it a command, it will use its action to dodge. Also, if you're incapacitated, it can take any action, not just the dodge action. Finally, you can summon it once per long rest for free, and then if you want to summon it again, you need to burn a level 1 or higher spell slot. Now, there's already some funky combos we can pull off to abuse these abilities, but don't worry about it, we'll get to those at the end. Let's continue with the progression. Level 7 abilities. At 7th level, your dragon pet gets a buff. It grows in size from small to medium, and you can now ride it as long as you are medium-sized or smaller. It gains a fly speed equal to its walking speed, but it can't fly while you are riding it. Its bite attack deals an additional 1d6, and you gain resistance to the damage type the dragon is immune to. Remember, you choose this damage type each time you summon the dragon, so you can switch it up if you know what you're going to be facing. Level 11 abilities. At this level, you or your Drake can exhale a 30-foot cone of any damage type we mentioned earlier, dealing 8d6 damage on a failed dex save and half as much on a successful one. Basically, it's fireball in a cone of any elemental damage type, and it comes out of your mouth. The damage increases to 10d6 at level 15, and you can do this once per long rest for free, and then after that you need to burn a 3rd level spell slot to use it again. Remember, the damage can be any type, not necessarily the one you made your dragon immune to. 15th level abilities. Now we get to the big time. At this level, your Drake deals another 1d6 on their bite attacks, for a total of 3d6 plus your proficiency modifier. It also grows to large in size, meaning it can now fly when you ride it. Also, when you or the Drake take damage within 30 feet of each other, you can use your reaction to gain resistance to that damage type until the end of turn. You can do this a number of times per long rest, equal to your proficiency modifier. And there you have the entire build. The only question is it even any good? Fuck yeah it is, Dragon Bros for life. The fact that you can just keep re-summoning the dragon, even if it dies, for just a single level 1 spell slot is insane. That's a repeatable summon with no concentration, and it's basically impossible to stop it before it at least takes one action. And if your enemies are fighting it, they're not fighting you. It is important to note though that the damage is pretty underwhelming. 3d6 plus your proficiency modifier at level 15 it's terrible. However, the dragon can do a lot more than just attack. First of all, let's remember that the dragon can take any action while you're incapacitated. You don't need to command it. This means it makes a fantastic lookout while you're asleep. Because you're unconscious, the dragon can take any action. This means it can attack to defend you, or it can use its action to set off traps that you've set against ambushers. And then when you wake up, you can command it as your bonus action as usual. It also makes an amazing scout. Remember that it speaks Draconic, and so do you. Sure, you can't ride it while it flies until the late game, but it does mean you can send the dragon on ahead in the air to report back on what's coming. It's even got pretty good wisdom, giving it a +2 to perception checks. But that's enough fucking around. We all know that the real gem here is that damage immunity. Damage immunity is so strong, and Wizards of the Coast might have messed up by giving us a damage immune creature at level 3. Sure, we know the bite attack kind of sucks, so instead of that, why not summon the Drake, give it immunity to fire, and then get a wizard, bard, or druid friend in the party to cast Wall of Fire. Then, instead of attacking for a measly 1d6 piercing, have your dragon grapple that enemy and drag them through the wall. Wall of Fire does not require the movement to be voluntary to deal the damage, meaning that anytime your dragon hits, it's dealing 5d8 fire damage to a foe. And then, because you hold them in the fire, if they fail to escape the grapple on their turn, they'll be taking another 5d8 fire damage, plus another 5d8 at the start of your dragon's turn when it pulls them through the wall again. And throughout all of this, your dragon takes 0 damage. Now that is power, and I will definitely make a D&D short on this combo at some point. There are so many combos like this you can explore with your dragon. And remember, it doesn't have to attack. It can use the interact with an object action if you command it to. This means you can give it a simple magic item, like say the Wand of Magic Missiles, to deal insane damage even at very low levels. And then you have the bite action if you ever need a backup. All in all, I'd give this class an A. Fantastic. If you play this build normally, nothing fancy, just basic attacking and dodging with the dragon, it's very good. If you really lean into it and make the dragon the focus of your build, with magic items and party combos, it gets absolutely nuts. Plus, if nothing else, you get a pet dragon as your best buddy, which, let's be honest, is the dream all of us had going into playing Dungeons & Dragons anyway. Now all we need is a ranger subclass where you get a pet dungeon, and Dungeons & Dragons will be finished. We win. Today's video was sponsored by Skillshare. Do you want skills, but you don't have room in your builds to take the skills feat? Do you want extra proficiencies, but you can't be a rogue because both your parents are still alive? Well, don't worry about it. Check out Skillshare, the online learning community for creatives to take the next step in their journey. They got courses on everything, from art to artichokes, or at least growing your own edible vegetables. I've been using Thomas Frank's Productivity for Creatives course because I'm a creative gosh darn person and I want to optimize my workflow. And it's really helped. Best of all, the first 1,000 subscribers to click the link below get the first month of Skillshare totally for free. There's no ads, and they're always releasing new courses to explore for total beginners all the way up to experts. Check them out by following the link below and support this channel at the same time. Thanks for watching. Bye.